In recent years, a part of the world's oceans that was previously almost frozen in ice began to attract attention for sea freight traffic. Icebreakers, tankers and bulk carriers sail to the fields of Yamal, Gidon and the Arctic shelf, carrying the cargoes needed for their development and bringing back hydrocarbons, oil, gas condensate and liquefied natural gas. It is here, in Russia's central Arctic region, that the generator of a powerful cargo flow is gathering pace today. This is why. Beneath the Arctic lies what has been called the last storeroom on Earth. They say that when he was flying over it, God got so cold that he spilt most of the treasures he had to give to the planet here. Yes, the fabulously rich Arctic is indeed stunningly cold. That is why the implementation of Arctic projects is a slow business. We're forced to talk in terms of decades, not years, and to develop complex engineering technologies to overcome the extreme natural conditions. The main events are taking place in and around the Yamal-Ninets Autonomous District. One of the world's largest oil and gas provinces and key hydrocarbon production centers are located here. Today, a new Arctic industry is being built along the shores of the Gulf of Ob, and new freight flows are taking shape. We need to provide the development sites with a reliable transport framework to apply the area's economy and resources to the development of the polar storeroom, to create modern gas chemical production facilities, turning out high-profit products and arrange for their delivery to global markets via the Northern Sea Route. This will ensure the stability of Yamal's economy and solve the task of developing the national sea traffic artery for decades to come. White silence, an icy space, a frozen world. To come here and manage to get back alive is already an achievement. Over the centuries, hundreds of expeditions set off to the Arctic seas, and few of them ended successfully. The first step towards the systematic development of the Arctic Basin was taken only 90 years ago. It was then that the Northern Sea Route came into being by resolution of the Soviet government. Ports, factories and shipping terminals arose along its icy branches. Today, the oil and gas projects of Yamal are what drives development of the Northern Sea Route. The next stage has been mapped out by the President. In recent decrees and orders, he outlined the steps required to create an intermodal Arctic transport system that will extend far beyond the boundaries of the polar region. Another promising route is the Arctic-Siberia-Asia route. The point of it is to connect the ports of the Northern Sea Route with the ports of the Pacific and Indian Oceans by transport arteries. In order to implement this idea and forge the missing links, we intend to accelerate the construction of railway connections to the port of Sabyata. That port is in the very north of Russia on the Yamal Peninsula. The Arctic transportation network is now being developed as an integrated complex. 2 railway projects will play a key role in year-round transport links. The first project is the Northern Latitudinal Railway, or NLR. This railway will pass through Novy Urengoy, Nadim and Salihar, and then on through Labitnangi to reach the Obskaya station. It will connect Siberia's regions with the European North by way of the Yamal territory. The main construction task on this section is a combined road and rail bridge crossing over the River Ob, which will connect the European and Asian parts of Russia at the latitude of the Arctic Circle. Here, on the left bank of the Ob, a new industrial transport and logistics center will be built. It will provide the production facilities, maintenance and supply of cargo, materials and services needed for the effective development of strategic areas of Yamal. The starting point for the second large-scale project is Obskaya Station. A technological railway runs to the north from here. This branch line was built with a view to the comprehensive development of the hydrocarbon resources of the Yamal Peninsula. At present, it ensures the reliable commercial operation of the Bavanenkovo oil and gas condensate field. The Arctic route crosses the southern part of the peninsula and is known for having one of the longest railway bridges in Russia. It was built on exceedingly difficult terrain in the permafrost zone. The railway to the Arctic Ocean terminates today at the Karskaya station and ensures fast all-weather delivery of equipment, construction materials and personnel to the working fields. A new track will be built as part of the NLR2 railway towards the northern fields on the Yamal Peninsula and the Sabeta seaport. The new road and port facilities will ensure year-round connection between the Northern Sea route and the continental transport network. It will facilitate a significant reduction in the cost of developing the Arctic fields, make the future enterprises of the Yamal gas and chemical complex competitive, and integrate the regional economy into the Trans-Eurasian transport logistics. We're ready to work on this initiative of all Eurasian significance with all interested partners. So, the development of the Central Arctic region will be put on the rails. Arctic Russia is a space for large projects. Today, those who live and work in Yamal are writing striking chapters in the history of the opening up of the North. Our polar region has been the locomotive of the national economy for many years now. It creates tens of thousands of jobs locally and throughout the country. It generates a demand for the solution of related tasks, from the construction of a new Russian fleet to the development of advanced industrial technologies. The large-scale development of the Arctic is a national task, which we continue to work on here in Yamal.